Hello and welcome to Lake, a show about our beautiful city of Bellevue. I'm your host, Robin Steele. Today we're coming to you from Bellevue Fire Station 1, and on this episode of Lake, we're highlighting plans for a new downtown fire station, how the community can be involved in the city's Environmental Stewardship Initiative, and a youth author and activist speaking out about the need for changes in education. First, Bellevue Fire Chief Jay Hagen explains how a new fire station will help the city continue to provide life-saving response times in our growing downtown.
We're here to talk about the new fire station that we're building in Bellevue and how this station is going to benefit the community. In 2016, the Bellevue voters approved a comprehensive fire levy, and the levy's purpose is to build the infrastructure of the city and the fire department over time. The community is going to benefit because as growth is happening around us, we want to be prepared to meet the need that growth is going to bring to us. And so through our data analysis and trend analysis, we likely know and have known for some time where the demand is going to be. The new station will be located on the northwest corner of 112th Avenue Northeast and Northeast 12th Street. And by situating the station in this part of town, it's going to help our integrated response system the best. So the most people will benefit by having these units in this location. To really understand our deployment model, and that means why our station's located where they are, first you have to understand both the speed and weight of response.
Hello, sir, can you hear me?
By speed of response, I mean how many elapsed seconds until we can get somebody there to address the problem. And for example, if somebody was choking, we want to get someone there as fast as possible to assess the patient and remove the obstruction. But it doesn't take a lot of people. A house fire in a residential neighborhood is a different story. Our goal is to get 16 firefighters on multiple fire apparatus to the scene within 10 minutes. That's called an ERF, an effective response force, and that's one of the metrics that we track. So our deployment model wants to respect both the speed and weight of response. One of the areas we're particularly concerned about is vertical response time. With 5 high-rise buildings of 60 stories in height in permitting right now, this poses a new challenge for Bellevue firefighters. So our goal is to have a unit at the curb within 3 minutes, because we still need time to access and capture the elevators, ride them up in the building, or ascend the stairs before we can address the problem. That's why vertical response times are important. Engine 110, the new unit, will be staffed with 3 members, a fire officer, an engineer that drives, and then a firefighter that rides in the back. We'll be relocating an aid car there, and an aid car is staffed with 2 firefighter EMTs. We'll also be relocating a medic unit from across the freeway at Overlake Hospital to the new station. And the medic unit is staffed with 2 firefighter paramedics, and it will have a battalion unit. The battalion unit has our on-duty chief officer who has operational control of the city and partners with an SA or a staff assistant. Our projections and estimates tell us that in its first year of operation, the total call volume from that station will be about 7,000 alarms. And of that 7,000, we expect about 80% to be medical in nature. And the other remaining 20% would then be fire-related, rescue, alarm conditions, and that sort of thing. This new fire station is a necessary addition. It's well positioned in the community to meet our perceived demand. It's conveniently located near freeway, on-ramps, and we can get to a lot of places really well from this location. The community should be excited because they're going to be hosting a great community resource. There are services available to the public at the fire stations. If you want a blood pressure screening, we invite people to come in and do that. We're just also available anytime you're having an emergency. So it's not only going to benefit the immediate neighbors who may have a need to call, but it's going to benefit our entire city and our service area.
Next, we share ways community members can help shape the next phase of the city's Environmental Stewardship Initiative.
I'm hopeful for the planet.
I think it's really critical that we all work together.
One person can touch so many other people. The City Council launched the Environmental Stewardship Initiative over a decade ago, responding to interest from our residents to take a role in sustainable development and climate change. We work on a number of different topics ranging from energy efficiency to recycling to helping to plant trees and preserve the trees we have.
I learned about the Environmental Stewardship Initiative a few weeks ago, and I was learning about how Bellevue has this own plan in order to boldly work towards creating a more sustainable community that specifically details the actions that Bellevue as a city will work towards in order to reduce our carbon emissions. It was a great learning experience for what the city is really doing and how we can work as an entire community towards this effort.
By involving all these other kids within my school, especially since these are very bright kids, that they'll take this kind of appreciation for the environment and environmental issues and take that into their future jobs and positions of leadership.
Our students are really passionate, really bright, and have a lot of great ideas, and our youth are really going to inherit the environment that we leave behind, and that's why they care so much about it, and that's why we also really want to hear from them.
I think the biggest thing is just how much we rely on the environment and how much the environment relies on us. And I think just as we have caused some changes in the environment that have disrupted this balance, we can also restore.
If one person is really invested, they can do a huge amount of work just within the local and school level, but also one person can touch so many other people.
A really key component of this plan is not only what we're doing at City Hall and in our city facilities, but we really want to work with our community to look at strategies to help us achieve our environmental goals. We're going to be doing a survey in early 2020, and we really want to hear from our residents and folks who work in Bellevue about what are some of their priorities around environmental stewardship. What are some important things you think the city should be doing? For more information about the Environmental Stewardship Plan, you can go to engagingbellevue.com to learn about the survey and other ways to get involved.
Speaking out and getting involved can make a positive impact. Next, we'll meet a young author and activist who recently spoke at the Martin Luther King Jr. event at Bellevue City Hall. As you'll see, he hopes to bring increased awareness and equity in education so all students feel welcome.
I always loved and looked up to Dr. King. He was a hero for me, a dream in action, and a symbol of change. More than the specific events I learned about, what I most took away from those lessons at a young age was his vision that was taught. The concept that through peace, love, and persistence, one could make a change. One of the biggest lessons I've learned from analyzing this movement is the importance and power of collective action.
My name is Azura Savage. I am a senior in high school. I'm 18 years old, and I wrote the book, You Failed Us, Students of Color Talk Seattle Schools, from a place of anger at first. I was really upset with the experiences that I had as a student of color in school. I was upset about what I had heard from my peers of color, and I wanted to do something about it. Talking to teachers, educators, about how they can empower their students of color, how they can build power for them in the classroom, and how they can be more effective as an educator in supporting their students. It's important for me to talk about why representation in schools is important, why it's important to have teachers of color as a student of color. Not only students of color can benefit from having educators of color. I think that white students, it's very important for them as well to see people of color as people who have knowledge, people who have wisdom to share with them and are seen as respected, and it can improve someone's ability to learn and be part of school right now. And there are real students of color who are facing this and who deserve to be seen and supported. For all my years in elementary school, I was the only black student in my classroom. And being in a room full of only other white students and feeling like I was always different, I was always not fully welcomed, it really impacted my relationship with who I am. It made me feel like being black was something that was a disadvantage for me and that was something wrong with me. Any change that positively will impact the experience of students of color is change that is necessary and change worth fighting for.
For you adults, I believe that one of the most important jobs you have is to listen to the youth and see us as important. See us as powerful. See us as your future. I'm thankful for Dr. King for inspiring me in my early years and all those who have inspired me since. I'm extraordinarily grateful to be sharing this day with everyone here. Thank you all.
Next, here are some events coming up in Bellevue. Saturdays from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Lake Hills Greenbelt. Stay active this winter and connect with nature with a park ranger-led hike. Hikes vary in length and difficulty, and participants are encouraged to dress for the weather. The cost is free and no pre-registration is required. For more information, call 425-452-4195. February 4th, 11th, or 18th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., join the adventure of a Tuesday Trails snowshoeing hike. The series offers beginner snowshoeing hikes for ages 50 and up. The cost is $15 and pre-registration is required. For more information and to register, call 425-452-6883. On February 5th from 6 to 9 p.m., come to Cultural Conversations Just Between Us at Bellevue City Hall. The event celebrates the 10-year anniversary of the Cultural Conversations series and will feature an interactive reception and speakers who will explore bridging cultures and finding unique ways to share their identities with the world. For more information, call 425-452-6836. On Wednesdays from 1 to 3 p.m., Chinese Information Services offers drop-in line dancing at North Bellevue Community Center. Come learn and practice your dance moves with this fun individual and group dance. No partner or pre-registration is required. The cost is $4 to $5 at the door. For more information, call 425-452-7681. And help your little one stay active this winter with indoor play at South Bellevue Community Center. Enjoy drop-in gym play for children under 5 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10:30 a.m. to noon at South Bellevue Community Center. The cost is free for infants up to age 1 and $4 for children up to age 5. For more information, call 425-452-4240. We hope you enjoyed our show today, featuring some of the reasons why Bellevue is the city where you want to be. If you have any feedback or questions for us, please email us anytime at btv@bellevuewa.gov. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with our latest video news and information. I'm Robin Steele. Thanks for watching Lake to Lake.